Hello everyone. As we're currently waiting for the third part of episode 70 to get released, I would like to continue my traditional section of videos where I am sharing my best predictions with you guys about what might come next for us in the future episodes of the Boom series. And adding to it, I'll also describe a secret leak to the next part of episode 70 that I managed to find before it got deleted. So today, I'm going to give you my best assumptions and develop the craziest ideas that I didn't have time to do during my past analysis. So get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, because this is going to be very interesting. Let's go! Let's start with my predictions first. And then by the end of this video, I'll tell you about the secret leak that was later deleted by Boom. Okay, and I'll start with the first one I have in store. And this prediction is about the mysterious date that could be seen in the picture with Boom and the group of scientists from the last episode. So, what I am referring to is the date of February 7, year 1979 that we previously saw on the image where Boom had been featuring in the center. When I was analyzing the actual episode, it didn't occur to me what this date could have possibly meant, but now I have an assumption. In the comments section, you guys wrote me that on 7th of February, the very first episode of Skibidi Toilet series came out. So, what if this date is the possible implication of when the next part of the episode 70 will be released? And what if this future episode will be something special, considering that it's getting released in the anniversary date of the whole show? So what if this special episode will be dedicated to the lore of the series as well, but this time from the perspective of Boom himself? Think about it. Maybe it's no coincidence that we've been shown this guy from the picture, standing right in the center, as if he was a main character or something. Plus, add to it that the white terracotta brother has died, and he was the main figure for us to get some secret pieces of lore before. Now, the only mysterious plot-revealing guy who is left is Boom himself. So I believe that in the next episode, which may come out on February 7th, we will see this guy once again, and the whole plot arc will be supposedly focused around him. By the way, speaking of the white terracotta cameraman, you guys probably already forgot why I'm calling him brother all the time, don't you? So now it's time to remind you that this guy used to have the black terracotta brother, who then disappeared and never was shown to us in the series after episode 43. One of the ideas I had about it was that he could have probably been critically injured in episode 14 while he was running away from the reactive skibidi toilet, and that's why it was only white terracotta bro that remained in the series. But the black brother showed up once more in episode 43, so this idea proved to be wrong. So apparently the black terracotta is alive, and there goes my prediction. What if he will replace his late white brother in the future episodes as the Boom's loyal accomplice? Although it would be quite a tricky thing to do, considering how deep the connection between the white bro and Boom was, as it had been forming for a great number of episodes from episode 56 to the present. But anyways, it would be really cool to see the black terracotta bro again, and what do you guys think of it? Or maybe there could be another possible development of actions here. What if the white terracotta cameraman will be actually saved by Boom in the next episode? Although he seems to be unalived in this scene, we already saw Boom literally pulling him from the heaven back on Earth in episode 65, because this skibidi kamikaze strike was literally supposed to destroy him. But it didn't, because Boom was there all this time watching the white terracotta, and he was able to prevent his destruction. So I have an idea that maybe we'll see some sort of secret scene added either to the third part of the 70th episode or to the full episode version that Boom will release after its partial completion, because that's what he always does with his long episodes that are divided into several parts. And in this secret scene, we'll either see the miraculous salvation of the white terracotta cameraman or the return of his black brother. The future will tell. Another prediction that I have is about the connection of TV men and skibidi toilets. In my video about my theories of the second part of episode 70, I stated several ideas about the lore connections between these two fractions, and you can watch this video as well if you haven't done it before, by the way, because it's pretty interesting. But here, I'd like to touch more of a technical side of it. Considering that those two books with the images of TV men's screens on the covers must be containing all the information that skibidi toilets have on those guys, I'd suggest the following thing for the future episodes. What if we'll see more skibidi toilets replicating or simply stealing the technological aspects of TV men? We already saw the epic comeback of the guy with his mouth sewn in episode 42, who was equipped with TV Man's screen producing the terrifying red glow that put cameramen in the skibidi toilet's shoes and made them literally end themselves. What if we'll see more of it soon? For example, we could face some skibidi equipped with the yellow or purple types of glow as well, or maybe they'll learn how to teleport. And another prediction that I have is connected to all the stuff we saw in the secret skibidi room. Aside from the weapons and the equipment of the Alliance, we also saw plenty of things belonging to the Titans. The big knife that Titan Speakerman used to stab TV Man Titan in episode 47, and his old white speaker that was torn off by TV Titan in episode 45. The ripped-off arm of Titan Cameraman from episode 20, and also the tentacle of skibidi scientist puppet hanging under the knife. So, taking it all into consideration, I have the following theory. What if the side of skibidi wants to create their own Titan as well? And we're not talking about G-clones here or giant skibidi puppet machines. I mean the actual Titan on two legs, who would be a powerful opponent to our beloved trio of bros. That would explain all these pieces that were found in the secret skibidi laboratory room. Or Boom can do an even crazier thing with such a concept. What if one of the Titans will get destroyed, and his body then will be turned into a giant skibidi mutant containing all those pieces from different Titans altogether? And honestly, I'd find an idea of another Titan fighting on Skibidi's side really cool just like that. And the last thing I'd like to share with you guys is dedicated to those two mysterious books with the signs of TV Men's screens. And today I just noticed one insane detail about them. Look closely at this frame right here. One of the books on this table had been put upside down, but the images seem to be the same, which means that one of those TV signs is upside down as well. Or to say it more clearly, one of the books is kind of reverted, so they even seem to mirror one another. So, is it an actual book in the first place? Or maybe that's two pieces of some device that they are supposed to fit into. And probably that's why the white terracotta brother shook his head and didn't even try to open one of those books. In this case, I expect some sort of mechanism to see in the future episodes, and maybe even Boom himself can be linked to it as a creator of it or something like that. Or maybe those pieces contain something inside which is not pages. What if there are two buttons in there waiting to be pressed in emergency situations by one of the skibidi toilets? And what if those buttons may affect all TV men somehow while being pressed? I mean, that would be just insane. And now, it's time to move on to the juiciest part of the video, which is a secret leak that was later deleted by Boom. It appeared in Boom's official shop on the front page, and he usually uses this platform of his to post some shadowy leaks. And it happens a few days prior to the next episode's release. But this would be impossible to assume, in my opinion, because the last episode came out just a few days ago. And Boom never releases the next episode that fast, especially in this time, when episodes got to be at least 3 or 4 minutes long, and when the quality of its production became higher than ever before. That's why, if I were to say that I was surprised when I saw this, it would be an understatement, actually. But then, something even more peculiar happened. This leak disappeared from the shop's main page as if it was never meant to appear there. So I have the following idea about all this. What if Boom either posted it accidentally and then quickly deleted it, or it was some sort of a troll leak whose purpose was to heat your interest towards the new part of the episode? In any case, I really doubt that the next part is about to come out anytime soon, considering all the important factors I already mentioned before. So now, let's take a closer look at this leak, which I thankfully captured before it got removed. In this picture, we can see the skibidi toilet that we haven't seen in the recent episodes of the series, and the most fascinating detail about it is that it has a female face. I'm not saying that there were no female characters seen in the Boom Skibidi Universe series at all. I mean, there was a female skibidi urinal in episode 2, the human women that could be noticed, at least in episodes 4 and 5, an ordinary camera woman in episode 29, and of course it doesn't even count our girls trio. But besides those characters that I have mentioned, there was also another episodic character in this series, and you could have actually seen her multiple times. For example, that seems to be her in this shot of the partyish 6th episode behind the dancing male _07 character. And also, I have a suspicion that it's the same girl we could have seen in the human form first in episode 4, eating out calmly with an old man, that will be later turned into Skibidi Toilet as well. What if she was one of those people in the restaurant that later became one of the first Skibidi Toilets, and that's why she was featured in this leak? That would have been kind of interesting. And this idea may be proved by episode 7, where we could see the same skibidi woman rushing towards the POV from the distance. So I find it to be a really cool reference towards the earliest episodes of Skibidi series, because I found a lot of the references that he has made while analyzing the second part of episode 70. And if you guys haven't seen my analysis on it yet, then I highly recommend you to watch it after you'll finish this video. So in this analysis video, I mentioned quite a lot of both serious and funny references that Boom made. And the reason for it may be the soon ending of the whole series. That's why he may want to bring us to the roots, so to speak, and to make us feel some sort of nostalgia again. I know that most of the content in the earlier episodes of the series was intended to be a joke, and considering this fact, I may easily assume that today's leak could have actually been a joke as well. Of course, there is still a certain possibility that Boom can introduce a female skibidi character to us in the later stage of the series, but honestly guys, I find it to be more plausible that Boom posted this image as a bait, although it's a really interesting one. So I was really glad to see this secret leak that got to be deleted really quick. So now if you'll look at the Boom Skibidi toilet shop, you won't find this picture on its main page. But now you know about it anyways, so give this video a like if you appreciated my sharp eye. And that was all for today. I'll be looking forward to the next episode to see which ones of my predictions will come true. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, hit the like and subscribe button below and be sure to write a comment, because I always appreciate the feedback that you're giving me. And that was me, ISOTOILET. See ya!